being recorded. I just realized I'm wearing a really douchey shirt too. Let's go live, baby. Let's talk shit coins. Cubs playing today? We got a Cubs game today? I wouldn't know. I'm not a Cubs fan. I'm not a real Cubs fan. I'm a fake Cubs fan. Everybody knows that. We are live.
They're in New York, though.
New York. All right, I'm just going to get some people up in this channel. We're going to start talking shit coins. Let's do this. Let's get this out there.
Go back to your couch. I don't want to go back to it. Actually, it's not there.
People are getting on. Hey, what's up, 8 people? Give me 1 second. Just getting this out there. 12 people. We're famous. Let's get it. Almost ready for you. Kyle, I'm going to need you to hit me with this retweet if you can, sir. See if that works. All right. Here we go. All right, very bearish. It is a bear hat. By bear, I mean Cub. I am not a Bears fan. I am a Packer fan, even though I live here in Chicago. But the Cubs are playing today. And truth be told, I just didn't do the hair situation this morning. It doesn't take me a whole lot of time usually, but I didn't bother with it today. And that's basically that. What's going on? Aries, Devore, Val, Vega. My guys, what we're going to do is we're going to take – it's only going to be probably 20 minutes. Which band this is. Oh, the Cubs are a really good band. They're a baseball band, and they play in Wrigley Field here in Chicago. We're going to take a quick look at the top 10 alts by market cap and see if there's any quick entries. We're going to take a quick look at Bitcoin and how our long is playing out. And we're going to talk Bittrex USD trading pairs, and I want to wrap it all up in about 20 to 30 minutes so we can get back to work. But I do want to say hi to all of you. So smash that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Now I understand why these YouTubers are always telling you to crush that like button, because it makes us feel really good about ourselves. So let's let a couple more people get in here. 40 people. There's only 4 likes. That's not a good ratio. Smash that like button, guys. There we go. I'm going to give it 90 seconds, and then we're going to jump right in. And the primary focus of this particular live stream after I do my spiel is I want to be able to answer a couple questions for you guys while we are here. While we're waiting, quick look around Bravado HQ. For those of you who haven't seen it, we got Chicago. We got Serial Schiller with a broken-ass leg. We got a couple of guys just working around. This is kind of what we got going on every day. So now you guys know. What's up? We got the streets of Chicago down here. It's a beautiful city. And if you're ever in town, the first thing that you need to do when you get in town is smash that like button and then come by and visit. Man, I wish I was a Charter protocol expert. I wish I was the guy to answer your questions about Charter. All I know is that every one of my guys likes it. Aries, are you around? Do you know anything about SS? Tony Crypto is a big SS fan. Pretty much people that I respect a lot are SS fans. I just haven't gotten into it yet. Why? Because I hate money and I hate shitcoins. All right, so 90 seconds is up. Let's dive right in. We got 46 wonderful people with us. I am Bitcoin Birch. I'm coming to you live from Bravado HQ. And no, I am not the best crypto trader in the world. I'm all right, though. And it's always important to remind you guys that Nothing I say should be construed as financial or investment advice. That goes without saying. Do I look like a financial advisor to you? Absolutely not. I just chill shitcoins. Here we go. Bought a bag a while ago for 12, 13 million market cap. Looks delicious. Wave 2 for alts. Perfect. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to share my screen, everybody. The first thing that we're going to talk about is Bittrex USD trading pairs. How do I share my screen on this new? I'm using this new thing, guys. Can I? The first question is, can I share my screen? That would be awkward if I could not. I probably should have figured this out ahead of time. All right. Well, this is awkward. I'm not using the same thing I normally use, and so I'm not seeing a screen share feature on here. Very awkward. So we may be SOL. What's up? What's up, bud? Nice to see you guys. Anyone know with this new stupid YouTube thing? I'm not using the Hangouts thing I normally use. So anyone know how to share screen here, or am I just a total pleb? I think I'm a total pleb, and maybe you can't do it. So we might be fucked. Yeah, we should do a Google Hangout, but we're already live and in charge on YouTube. So that's really stupid. Let me see if there's a workaround here. Man, this is dumb, guys. I'm sorry. I thought that I could share my screen on this YouTube Go Live situation, and I'm gonna have to learn about doing that. Oh, you guys probably can't even hear me. I don't got my good microphone on. One second. Hey. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. Like I said, does not appear I can share screen. So I'm just gonna have to look at me while I do this. This is not gonna be a super detailed like TA sort of thing anyways, which is good. This is so ghetto. Oh, all right. You see what we got here? Someone figure out how to share my screen on this new thing, and I'll give you a 100 dragon chain. All right, let me turn this shit off. All right. So what we're looking at here is a Bitcoin bounce at the 7,000 target that we laid out for you guys. That target is still in play for me. Everyone can pull up the same chart, and essentially, what I'm looking at is a larger swing trade here. So, like I said, I'm not looking to do a lot of day trading. What I'm looking at here on the chart is the same chart we've been sharing with you guys for a few different weeks. For at least the last week, we've been looking at this symmetrical triangle, and we started to target a bounce in that $7,000 range. Now, I was a little bit late on the entry. Actually, that's a lie. I was a little bit premature on the long entry for Bitcoin. I actually started to scale into my long around 72.50, and we ended up coming down. I think we actually on BitMEX we came right down to 7K. And I didn't catch the perfect entry, but I'm also a swing trader. So here's what I'm looking at, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking to hold my long until we retest 7,800. If we find some resistance at 7,800, I'm probably going to close that long and try to scalp some profits. But I'm not going to exit the long until we retest my entry if we start to turn bearish. So if let's say we turn right here and we find some resistance and we start to come down, I'm probably gonna ride my entry, my long back down to its entry. I'm willing to take no profit on it. I can't lose, because right now I'm just extremely bullish, and I want to hold this long. And the real resistance, I'm sorry, there's just a lot going on in the background. The real resistance is 84.90, 8,500. So that's probably going to be where I'm looking to take my first level of profits. So take notes, 8,400. That's the price that I'm looking to close my long at if we find some resistance there. The top of the symmetrical triangle is going to be right around 9K. So a breakout above 9K is what we're going to be looking at to be bullish. And if we resist at 9K, it's going to continue to confirm the symmetrical triangle that we've shared with you time and time again, that you can see on the Telegram at trybravado.com or in our Discord, and it'll be a huge short opportunity. So I'm actually looking to, very likely, if we find any level of resistance at the top of that symmetrical triangle, I am looking to short, and I'm looking to short it all the way back down. So Man, I feel so bad. I cannot share my screen with you guys on this stupid YouTube thing. That's my bad, guys. I really apologize for that. It won't happen again. But if we're not in a long yet, would I personally go long now? Yeah, I would. For me, because I'm swing trading. Again, I don't necessarily believe that we're going to have a super bullish day. Especially because we already bounced at 7,300 and bounced up to like 76. So there may be a short-term cool-off. Let me take a quick look at my fancy chart here. Man, I feel so bad that you guys can't see this. I feel like a complete pleb. Yeah, I mean, we're at decent levels here. My chart's not even up. I would scale in long here. But I would scale in. So that means if I was going to do like a half Bitcoin long, I would do a relatively low leverage. And for me, low is 10 and above. Really low is like 3 to 5. But I'd probably do, or 10 and below, sorry. I'd do like a 10x. But I would only enter with about half of my stat, like half of what I wanted to. So if I wanted to do a 0.5 Bitcoin 10x, I'd probably do a 0.25 here with preparations to kind of buy the dip and lower that entry. And I would stop loss below the bottom of that symmetrical triangle, right? So I would be looking to get out anything below 7K. I'd be looking to get out. Now, I still think that a 6,800 bounce is in play. I think that's definitely a possibility. But anything below that, and like I've said time and time again, guys, I'm out. Like, I'm getting out of the space completely. I'm going back to car sales. Going back to selling stuff out of my trunk. Crypto's a scam. So use Hangouts to share screen. So can I hop into Hangouts and leave this popping? That's the question. I don't want to have to end this. Cool. So no, I won't actually exit crypto and walk away from the space, but I will move heavily into fiat below 6,800. If we see a dump below 6,800, I'm definitely getting the fuck out. So since I cannot share my screen, let me do a quick rundown of the top 10. I think right now, probably the best buy in the top 10 market caps, not financial advice. Dude, not even in the top 10, number 11. I'm bullish on NEO. You know what you haven't heard a lot about recently is NEO. And when China comes, so you guys saw that announcement we shared in the Discord. We put on Telegram too with China. China's getting kind of back into the game a little bit. They're starting to talk a little bit more about, bringing some type of regulation to crypto. And this is something we've covered for a long time. I'm not sure who of you were around during when China banned crypto back in like September of last year. But for me, that was when I was like really, really starting to get crazy into crypto. Like I had been started trading like 2016, but September of last year is when we all started to kind of realize like, holy shit, we're onto something. Like this is about to go off. And I actually got into Ant shares at around $3, turned into NEO, pumped up to like $60, and then China banned crypto. And it was one of those times where I found myself panic selling, just absolutely freaking out. And crypto's never been better since China left. China coming back into the space is probably one of the most bullish things that can occur. If you agree, smash that like button. I think it's one of the most bullish things that can occur. And I think NEO is probably going to be at the front of that bull run. I honestly think that NEO at $53 right now, 71,000. Dude, if it's making a higher low here USD wise, so the previous low April 5th was $46. It kind of made a higher low at 52, and we're looking at this. Fucking can't share my screen with you. I'm gonna punch myself in the face when this is over. I think NEO is absolutely, unequivocally, probably, definitely my top pick of like the big market cap coins right now. It's ranked number 11. Now listen, that's if I'm building an index fund, okay? I'm not loading up on NEO. I have there's way more upside for me in some of these shit coins that we all like. There's more upside for me for Dragon and other things. There's more upside for me in Ren. There's more upside probably in Charter Protocol. There's more upside in some of these coins that are coming out that are underwater on ICOs. But NEO is one of those index coins that I really, really like. What about you? I think kind of looking through. I wanted to do, so what I was going to do is pull up an actual chart, and I was going to do a quick TA on the top 10. But if I can't share that with you, it makes no damn sense. So I'll do that tomorrow, and I'll be able to share my screen. Very bullish as well on Monero. It's not the top 10, it's the 13. And I'm a big fan of indexing and holding like Ethereum and some of those big ones. But Neo and Monero are probably my top two. So, well, the top 10 coins are the top 10 by market cap. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at the top 10 coins in which I think have the best entry right now. So if we're looking at the top 10 market cap coins, you know, now if I was going to try to make a quick day trade, I'm buying Tron today, and that's true. I'm going to buy Tron when this is over. Tron is an entry I made last month. I made a quick flip on it. Tron's been getting wrecked. I'm going to try to scoop some Tron. Talking about it right now feels kind of pointless if I can't show you guys the juicy charts. Tron definitely is at a very, very key level of support. If you guys sell Tron, even on CoinMarketCap, and you look at the chart, from a USD perspective, Tron continually found resistance at 50 and 60 cents. Then we kind of broke up, coming back down, and now we're sitting on support right around that 60 cents. Now, obviously, I'm usually looking at Satoshis, and we're sitting around 800 Satoshis on Tron right now. But from a USD value perspective, it's the only coin in the red today, and it's fucking Tron, guys. Like, you know that the YouTubers and the Facebook world loves this shit coin. You know, I'm not a huge fan of it fundamentally, but as a trader, I'm probably going to scalp some Tron today. What's my stash with Encash? Yeah, so Encash, I stand by everything. I was an ICO investor on Encash. I haven't TA'd Encash in probably 2 weeks. I honestly haven't TA'd many alts at all in the last 2 weeks because there hasn't been anything to look at. But if I pull up a quick Encash chart, I will tell you in a second if it looks decent for me from I'm still like bag holding what I have left. I sold a bunch. You know, it did really, really well. But, oh, fuck, yeah, Encash is absolutely wrecked. So really, really strong support on Encash is the 0 like fib level. So if you're drawing a fib resistance down, this is so ghetto. I feel like a complete idiot. You should smash the like button just to tell me you forgive me for how shitty this is. But we have this fib level here. And it basically is bouncing and finding support right on that fib level for Encash. And that really, really held up nicely. So when that Encash FUD came out, like after we shared analysis, Encash was doing really well. Again, I'm an ICO investor, so I'm pretty bullish. The reasons that I like Encash from a fundamental perspective, for those of you who are tuning in and care about that, is that Encash has a ton of VC money behind it. Tim Draper is one of the more well-known VCs in this space. And before Encash did an ICO, before it started to get into the crypto space back in 2013, Encash was building an actual product and was raising venture capital money out of Silicon Valley. So Encash is backed by big money, guys, and I'm super bullish on it for that reason. And we're looking at this chart right now. Good God, I might buy more. So thanks for putting that on my radar. I'm bullish on the company. I like the tech. It's a little bit shady how they kind of embellished their partnerships, right, with Tommy Hilfiger or whatever. The reality is that they were using their products in stores that had like those brands. That doesn't necessarily mean that they have some type of huge corporate partnership with Tommy Hilfiger or Banana Republic. But I don't care about that, guys. That's honestly, that was them looking at their website from a sales perspective and saying, this isn't wrong. It's a little misleading. It's going to sell. And as a company, I don't care. Like, I don't care because I kind of understand what they're doing. So I'm not going to get too caught up in that. But if you're looking for a quick, a nice swing trade, I think Encash might be one of the juicier swing trade opportunities out there. It bounced super hard at 300 sat. And I would definitely look at taking entries here for myself, because this is not financial advice, at about 330 sat. And I'm going to probably toast those entries at about 400 sat. And that's going to be a nice swing trade for me. And the price the price difference there. It's a quick 20%. So for a quick 20% swing, I'm looking at N cash from 300 sat up to 400 sat. And I'm going to see if I can cop a quick 20%. And then I'll keep the rest for my long bag. Waves does seem to be fundamentally short. I don't get too caught up in buying a bunch of the larger market cap coins. I have my index coins. Ethereum, I just mentioned Neo, Monero. Those are some favorites for me. Waves is a pretty large market cap coin. Waves has also been kind of all over Twitter lately. So honestly, it's probably just as good of an entry as anything else right now. But if we believe that the symmetrical triangle that we've been following is going to hold, and we believe that Bitcoin is going to bounce from that 7K up to 9K at the top of that symmetrical triangle, if we believe that's to be true, I really believe alts are going to go with it, which means almost any alt is going to be a good entry right now. Try to find the ones that are the most wrecked. And some of the ones that are the most wrecked, OCN, I see somebody mentioning, Ncash is highly wrecked right now as a result of doing really, really well, pumping like crazy after the ICO, and then getting a bunch of FUD and just eventually getting shut down. So there's a lot of good alt entries out there right now, in my opinion, as long as Bitcoin is above 7K, 6,800, 7K. Once Bitcoin gets below that 6,800, 7K mark, all bets are off. I'm exiting crypto markets. Aeon, I've met the Aeon. Aeon actually gave us a nice shout out on Twitter. I met them at a networking event here. I like them. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about Aeon right now. Well, I'm talking about. I think you actually might be talking about the other Aeon, which I don't know much about. I did just quick read on that. Zcoin. No, you guys know I hate Zcoin. Bring the questions. No, I'm just kidding. I love Zcoin, guys. I'm actually, so I did an interview with the COO of Zcoin. I'm going to post it on YouTube in the next 24 hours. Zcoin is my favorite Bittrex alt. So let's talk about that. USD trading pairs. Who's bullish on USD trading pairs? If you haven't already, smash that like button, because that's what gets me jazzed up. So let me just read to you real quick what's going on, because I'm a pleb and I can't share my screen because I'm a pleb. Bittrex gets bank agreement to help you buy Bitcoin with dollars. This was broken this morning by Bloomberg. Now, to be fair, this news has been, people have known about this, at least heavily rumored, for most of the last couple of months. My timing on my tweet the other day was just impeccable, with Bittrex accepting USD. So basically, Bittrex is going to, and is already, as of this Thursday, which actually today is Thursday, is going to accept or allow for fiat trading pairs. So what does this mean? Well, for starters, it won't be available to you guys. It won't be available to retail investors. It's only going to be available initially to corporate clients. But they're going kind of the route that Coinbase, I don't know if you guys saw Coinbase Pro, they're going the route that Coinbase is taking, and they're trying to really make themselves attractive to larger scale accredited US-based investors. And the reason they're doing that is because Bittrex is a US-based company. They're based out of Seattle. And Coinbase is a US-based company. They're based out of San Francisco, I believe. They're actually opening an office not far from here in Chicago. And so because they're US-based, they're going to have to fuck with so many different regulations and laws and rules, and they have to try to target that institutional and that accredited investor side of the space. That's why for flipping shitcoins, I'm a big fan of KuCoin and Binance and OKX and HitBTC and Shittopia and IDEX. But if you're looking for those index coins, if you're looking for the coins that I think are some of the more fundamental plays, those are the ones that you're going to find on Poloniex and Bittrex. And my personal favorites, Edgeless, quick shill for Edgeless. It's completely dead right now. Edgeless is absolutely a huge bag of mine because they're rolling out in Q3. They're rolling out sports betting, which it's probably one of the best use cases for crypto is gambling. It's how I got into the space. It's probably how a lot of you guys got into the space. And they're absolutely wrecked. I mean, it's not worth anything compared to what it used to be. On the USD chart, it looks gorgeous. On the SAT chart, it looks gorgeous. So Edgeless. Zcoin is another one of my absolute favorite privacy coins. Like I said, I actually interviewed the COO, Ruben Yap of Zcoin, and I'm going to push that interview out tomorrow so that way you guys can hear what he had to say. Give me a quick second. I got to clear my. And one of the things that he talks about in this interview that I had with him This is so ghetto. One of the things that we talked about, he uses farting as an analogy. And so you're going to want to tune in to hear what Ruben Yap has to say when he compares Zcoin to farting. It's actually a really good listen. So Zcoin is another one. And then Shift. Definitely those are my three. And Ubic, but you know, Ubic is probably never going to pump. We got Shift, we got Zcoin, and we have Edgeless. Those are my Bittrex bags. And I'm super bullish on Bittrex and Poloniex. These guys are major players. A lot of you guys might not have been around before Binance or before KuCoin. Maybe you were. But for those of you who weren't, for those of you who were not, excuse me, one second. For those of you who were not, they owned the space. They absolutely owned the space, and that's where all the money was. Thank you. I was not sneezing. I was coughing. Hold any more Sky right now, even though that is a long bag. It did so well, and it was doing well at a time in the market was getting so destroyed that I had to take profits on it. And I'm glad I did, because I think it's down 50% or something from that point. So I had to take profits on Sky. We shared that in the Discord. We were very clear. We're taking profits at these levels. So hopefully you were able to snag some profits on Sky as well. But I really do like what Sky's got going on. I think that being as highly valued as Sky is and only being listed, or at least initially only being listed on Cryptopia, was a huge reason that I was so bullish. Obviously, they've moved into Binance. You know, the Binance pump and dump occurred. And so I'm going to be looking for an entry. And I think when we re-enter Sky, I'll definitely make sure we put it in Discord for you guys that are there. Fun call is still open. Not much to update. Honestly, with May coins, as you guys have seen, we haven't been trading in May. Like in April, we shared with you guys, I think, 17 entries in April. And we're actually going to put out a performance review later today to show the performance of all those entries. But in May, we just didn't make a lot of entries because the market was getting wrecked. I mean, that's just what you're going to see. We think of that as saving you money, right? By not shilling shit coins when the market's getting destroyed. So as a quick thank you, yet, but it's also not like completely wrecked. It's just kind of chilling right now. So I'm still holding fun. I will post when we close that trade. That's not really a big bravado trade. It was more just me going out on a limb and saying, all right, guys, I have to get my fix and I have to buy something. Fun is just chilling at this 450 sat level. There's absolutely no volume. The RSI is completely smoked. And for the same reasons I'm bullish on Edgeless, I'm bullish on Fun as well. I think that they have a ton of potential, and they're almost completely bottomed out back at, earlier, like, big time, all-time low levels. So I'm going to hold Fun a little bit longer. I'm not willing to get wrecked on it, so I'm definitely not going to hold it down more than 10%, but I like it. Ren updated roadmap and tech. That is phenomenal news. I haven't seen that yet. If you could share that, that'd be great. And a couple of other, if I could share my chart, if I could share my screen. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, hopefully you forgive me. One second. Hopefully you forgive me. I'll be able to share my screen when we do our live stream tomorrow, just like we've done in the past. I just used YouTube's new Go Live feature, and at least for now, excuse me, I cannot figure out how to share my screen. So if I was able to do that, I would do a quick TA on all these for you guys. But for now, I'm unable to do that. So I'm just going to focus on answering questions. 10K nodes now instead of 4K. What is that in reference to? Is that for our, okay, for Ren. Originally, they were hypothesizing that there would be 4,000 node holders for the Ren community. Now it looks like they're shooting for 10K. If that ends up being the case, it's a little bit less appealing, because then you're taking the same amount of payouts from the dark protocols from Ren, and you're splitting them up over more nodes. But remember, that's an estimation. So that's assuming that a ton of people are going to want master nodes. And the reality is Ren is already super low value for the most part, and it's pretty not well known. Speaking like an idiot. A masternode is already a little over a Bitcoin. So if they think that 10,000 people are going to spend in the future 2, 3, 4, 5 Bitcoin on a masternode, it remains to be seen. Upgrades and new additions, introducing multi-pool. Okay. Thanks, KSM. I appreciate that. I'm going to read into that when we hop off here. What happened to ETC? Dropped so much in volume. ETC never pumps, man. That's just something that we all learn. ETC just never wants to move. Cool. When will Dragon move? Hopefully, for the sake of my family, it moves soon. I'm down. I can't even tell you how much. I mean, I'm an ICO investor. I'm not down, but the amount of money that I've lost since $5 it'll make you sick. Let me give you guys 5 minutes for questions, and then I'll hop off. If I'm not able to share my screen, it's pretty shitty. And so again, I apologize, but I am going to be trying to do this every day at 11 a.m. Central Time. And I'm going to have different guests and different people speaking like we did the other day. So it does mean a lot for me for you guys to show your support of our new YouTube channel because we're going to be doing a lot of interviews. Like I said, we did the QLC interview. We did an interview with Zcoin that we're putting out. We're going to be doing an interview with KMD. We're going to be doing interviews with some others that are already in the works. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It means a lot for us. I actually I have OBS. It's just that with this is like YouTube's thing. You just like go live and it's just there. It's complete trash. I'm not going to use it again. I don't have any views on Peepcoin, ZRX so the problem I have with ZRX is I think last I checked, it's a $600 million market cap. How much more upside does it have? Well, Birch, if it gets listed on Coinbase, yeah, if it gets listed on Coinbase, it's going to absolutely fucking moon. But if I'm looking at my Coinbase bags, like what I think is going to go on Coinbase, Basic Attention Token is my favorite. It's got the most upside in my opinion. That's the BAT token. And that's the one that's what I'm going with. Do I recommend you hold? Well, I don't recommend you do shit. But if you look at Bravado Sentiment Portfolio, ZRX, I believe is in there, and that's a big reason why. It's a good index coin. It's one of those 600 million market cap. If you're holding ZRX over the next 12 months, you're probably not going to lose half your money. Maybe you will because crypto's a scam, but I don't think you will. Yeah, RIP Dragon holders. Hopefully you got in ICO when we all, when Bravado was shilling the shit out of it, and that way you're still up 10x. But guys, Dragon 100x'd in 3 weeks. I took some profits at about $3.50, but if you didn't take profits on 100x, hopefully you learned your lesson. I mean, it is what it is. We're all in it together, right? Been saying too much. All right, guys. Any last questions real quick? Again, thanks for bearing with me. I'm sorry I couldn't share my screen today. I'm just a YouTube pleb. I'm still figuring it out, but I'm trying to keep it real with you guys. And I hope that in the last 30 minutes, there's been some level of value so you didn't feel like you completely wasted your time. Cash is not one of my bags, my friend, but my friends are bullish on it. And I've only heard good things. KJ's been shilling cash for like 3, 6, 5, I don't know, a ton of time. So it's, I can't speak to it though. Sorry, Amy, I was not, my intention was not to give you 10 coins. My intention was to take a look at the top 10 market cap coins and share my favorites. And my favorites as a swing trader right now is Monero, which technically their top 10, if you take out Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, is Monero, Neo, and Tron right now. Don't kill me for that. It's just that Tron looks like a much better trade than some of those others, but I'll definitely get out of Tron if it goes more than 5% lower because it'll break the support it's sitting on right now and it's going to look nasty. So those are the 3 that I like for quick swings. Quick and swings is kind of an oxymoron. My swing trades are usually 2 to 3 weeks. So that's that. Wanchain more upside due to China probably going back into crypto. All those Chinese coins, man, for sure. And Wanchain is one of those heavily hyped coins. Wanchain, what are we sitting at right now on Wanchain? I'm still bag holding some Wan. Yeah, Wan's wrecked. I'm gonna buy the shit out of this. Yeah, absolutely. Wan's upside is massive. This month, Wan might be one of the biggest losers on the market, actually looking at it. So you have to be bullish on that. Absolutely. It bounced super hard at a little below $4 USD. Again, because I can't share my screen, we're talking about 55,000 sat, give or take. But it bounced super, super hard. If you believe that the upwards momentum is here, if you believe that the symmetrical triangle on Bitcoin is going to hold true and we're going to see some steady growth, then I think all alts are going to do well in the short term. And as a result, I think WAN is probably another really, really solid play. It's a super well hyped coin. Absolutely. I don't really have any good IDEX gems for you right now. Hop into the IDEX gem finder within the Discord if you are a Inner Circle member. If you're not, you can sign up for the Inner Circle at Bravado VIP. Check out. We'll have to do another update. I think that's a great entry, Amy. I think that is a great entry. But again, that's not financial advice. Guys, I promise it'll get better as we go and I get better at this YouTube shit. We'll continue to try to provide as much value as we can. I know you guys have a busy morning and all of you have other things to do. So I appreciate you being here with me. Please smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends. Make sure you follow us and do all that shit. And make sure you tune in next time and bring your questions. Like I said, I really appreciate it. I'm going to hop off for now, guys. Have yourself a great rest of your day. And I will chat with those of you who are in the Discord. Feel free to DM me or shoot me a tag anytime you wish. Thank you. God bless. I'm out.